Welcome students. Myself Mrs. A.S. Malve. I am teaching you mathematics of standard 7th. Today we are going to start our next chapter HCF and LCM. In the first part of video we are going to revise about divisors, prime numbers, co-prime numbers, twin prime numbers. After that we will learn how to factorize a number into its prime factors. Students, you have learnt about division in previous classes. Let's revise it. Let's divide 12 by 3. You know that 12 comes in the table of 3. 3 4s are 12. And when you subtract, you get the remainder as 0. Here 3 is the divisor, 12 is the dividend, 4 is quotient, 0 is remainder. Now if you divide 17 by 3, 3 5s are 15. After subtracting, the remainder is 2. Now you find out whether you can divide 12 by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in this way. When we divide by 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12, the remainder is 0. Hence, these numbers are called divisors or factors of 12. Divisor means the numbers by which we can divide the given number completely where the remainder is 0. Our next point is prime numbers. You have already learned prime numbers in 5th standard. A number which has only two factors common, 1 and the number itself, is prime number. Means, in other words, prime number cannot be divided by any other number. From this chart, you can note down the prime numbers in your notebook. Now let's see about co-prime numbers. Two numbers which have only 1 as a common factor are called co-prime numbers. For example, 10, 21. If we write the factors of 10, the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. Factors of 21, 1, 3, 7, 21. Here only 1 is common. Such a pair is co-prime pair. Some more examples of co-prime pair are 3, 8, 4, 9, 5, 7, 21, 22 and so on. You can also find some more pairs. Now let's move to the next twin prime numbers. Firstly, these numbers should be prime. If the difference between two prime numbers is 2, then the numbers are said to be twin prime numbers. For example, 3, 5, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, etc. are twin prime numbers. Based on this, we will solve practice set number 10. First question, which number is neither a prime number nor a composite number? You already know this. 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number. Second question, which of the following pairs are co-prime pairs? 4 pairs are given to you, 8 and 14, 4 and 5, 17 and 19, 27 and 50. So we will find out which pairs are co-prime pairs. So first pair, 8 and 14. So we will write divisors of 8. Divisors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. Divisors of 14 are 1, 2, 7 and 14. So here two factors are common, 1 and 2. Therefore, 8 and 14 is not a co-prime pair. The second one, 4 and 5. We will write divisors of 4. Divisors of 4, it comes in table of 1 itself, then 2 and 4. 5 is a prime number. So factors of 5 are 1 and 5. 4 and 5 is a co-prime pair. Only one is common here. The third one, 17 and 19. You already know 17 and 19. These are prime numbers. They have only 1 as a common factor. 17, the factors are 1 and 17. 19, the divisors or factors are 1 and 90. So only 1 is common. Therefore, 17 and 19 is a co-prime pair. 27 and 15. First we will write divisors of 27. Divisors of 27, it comes in table of 1, 3, 9 and 27. Divisors of 15, it comes in the table of 1, 3, 5 and 15. Here two divisors are common, 1 and 3. Therefore, 27 and 15 is not a co-prime pair. Now fourth question, write all twin prime numbers from 51 to 100. You note down these numbers in your notebook and find out the twin prime numbers. Only two pairs are twin prime numbers, 59, 61 and the other one is 71 and 73. The remaining 2-3 questions you have to do on your own in the classwork copy. Now let's move to the next topic, factorizing a number into its prime numbers. A simple but important rule given by Euclid is often used to find HCF and LCM. What does the rule say? The rule says any composite number can be written as the product of prime numbers. You have already learned composite numbers. Composite number means a number which has more than two factors. That means we can divide the given number by more than two divisors. Let us learn how to find out prime factors of the given number. There are two methods of finding prime factors, vertical method and horizontal method. Let us take the example 36. So we have to find out factors of 36 by vertical method. Now you have to divide, start from 2, whether this number is divisible by 2 or not. So 36 is divisible by 2. 2 multiplied by 18. 2 18s are 36. Again you see whether 18 is divided by 2 or not. So 2 9s are 18. Now you have to divide this 9 further. It is not divisible by 2. So let's take the next number 3. 3 3s are 9. Now 3 is a prime number. Further I cannot divide 3. So 3 1s are 3. So this is the vertical method to find out the factors. Now the same example we will find by horizontal method. 36. First you will find out whether it is divisible by 2. Then go to the next number. So 36 is divisible by 2. 2 multiplied by 18. Now this 18 you have to divide further. You have to find out the divisors. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 9. It comes in the table of 9. Again this 9 you have to divide further. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Now 9 is not divisible by 2. Therefore the next number, that is 3 multiplied by 3. 3 is the prime number. Now this is the last number. Further we cannot divide this number. Therefore 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 are the factors of 36. From this we learn to write a given number as a product of its prime factor is to factorize it into prime number. Means, in other words, we have to go on dividing the given number until we reach a stage where further division is not possible. Solve sums from practice set 11. The first example. To factorize the following numbers into prime. The first one is 32. So we will find out factors of 32 by vertical method and horizontal method. Is it divisible by 2? Yes. It comes in the table of 2. 2 multiplied by 16 is 32. 16 you have to find out the divisor. Is 16 divisible by 2? Yes. 2 8s are 16. Further, you have to find divisor of 8. So 2 4s are 8. Then 2 2s are 4. And now we have here 2 1s are 2. So you have to find out the factors till you get a number which is not further divisible. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 are the factors of 32. The same example we will find the divisors in horizontal method. So you have to start from the number 2. Then go to the next number. So 32 is divisible by 2. 2 multiplied by 16. Further you have to divide 16. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 8. Now this 8 you have to find out the divisors. You have to write this as it is. 2 multiplied by 4. Now 4 further is divisible by 2. So therefore we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So the last step, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is the product form of 32. Now we will go to the second sum, 57. By both methods we will find out the divisors. 57 is an odd number. So it does not come in the table of 2. Therefore we have to go to the next. Is it divisible by 3? Yes, it is divisible by 3. 3 multiplied by 19 is 57. Now 19 is a prime number. It is not divisible by any number. So we will write 19 ones are 19. So 3 and 19 are the divisors of 57. The same we will find out in horizontal way. 57 is not divisible by 2. Therefore we will go by divide by 3. 3 multiplied by 19. Now this is the last step, because further I cannot divide 19. So 3 multiplied by 19 is the product form of 57. Now go to the next sum. 23. You already know 23 is a prime number. It is not divisible by any number. So it comes in the table of 1 itself. 1 multiplied by 23. 23 ones are 23. 23 is not divisible. Therefore, 1 multiplied by 23 is the product form of 23. Now we will solve the fourth sum, 150. We will find out the divisors of 150. Now is 150 divisible by 2? Yes, it is divisible by 2. 2 multiplied by 75 is 150. Again you have to find out divisors of 75. Now 75, is it divisible by 2? No. Then by 3, you have to see whether it is divisible by 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3. 3 25 is a 75. Now 25, you have to find out the divisors of 25. So 25 comes in the table of 5. 5 5 is a 25. Now 5 is a prime number. So we have 5 multiplied by 1. The same example we will write in horizontal method. 2 multiplied by 75. Find divisors of 75. It comes in the table of 3. 3 multiplied by 25. Then further you have to find divisors of 25. So you have to find out in which table it comes. Does it come in table of 2, 3, 4, 5? So it comes in table of 5. 5 5 is a 25. Now 5 is a prime number. It is not further divisible. Therefore this is the product form of 150. Now one more sum we will solve. We will take difficult one. We will take the number 342. We will find out the factors of 342. Now orally you are not able to find out divisor. So you can do this in the rough work. Try to divide 342 by 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 sevens are 14. Again 2 ones are 2. So here I can write 2 multiplied by 171. Now 171 is a odd number. So let's see whether it is divisible by 3. 3 multiplied by which number is 177? 171. 3 multiplied by 57. Now again you have to find out divisors of 57. 57 comes in the table of 3. 3 multiplied by 19. Now 19 is a prime number. So 19 ones are 19. The same example we will solve in horizontal method. So we will start from 2. 2 multiplied by 171. Now you will find out divisors of 171. So it is divisible by 3. 3 multiplied by which number? 57. Again you have to find out divisors of 57. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 19. Now 19 is a prime number. It is not divisible. Therefore, this is the product form of 342. The remaining examples you have to solve in your classwork copy.
Dear students, I hope you have understood all the concept of this part of the video. Today's homework is to solve the practice set number 10 and 11 in the classwork copies. Thank you and have a nice day.